Hello everyone, thank you for joining in. It's April the 5th, Sunday, 2015. And yesterday we had the blood moon, the complete eclipse, lunar eclipse. Many people consider to be special sign to bring forth new energies. In fact, it was surprising for me to realize that it was also the Hanuman Jayanti, the birthday of Lord Hanuman, because few weeks back already I had been receiving signs of his presence to channel his energy. We would be channeling his energy sometime in the mid of April. So it always surprises me how I'm not so much accustomed to the calendar, yet it makes perfect sense all the time. So this is our part 4 of the Well series. Thank you so much for your amazing response regarding the previous sessions. All the previous videos, transmissions have been uploaded at YouTube. Thank you so much for your wonderful feedback. It means a lot. Do let me know sometimes as to what you would like to hear more. And thank you, basically. So, let us begin our session with a short invocation for divine blessings, and then we will move ahead with our session. And one more thing before we completely move into it is, I hope you're aware about our 3-day healing intensive starting from the 9th of April to the 11th of April. If you have not received the invite, the registration link, know that you need to be subscribed to a newsletter. To subscribe to a newsletter, you need to go to facebook.com/OLO888. That's our official Facebook fan page. And then you need to click on the tab known as Welcome. When you will click on that, you will be prompted to put your name and your email address to subscribe to the newsletter. Especially if you're using Gmail and you are already subscribed, do check your promotions tab or your spam box in the email section. All right. So let us go ahead. It seems to be a quiet in the air. There seems to be a calm and quiet. A lot of processing that all of us are going through. Let us close our eyes to the Supreme Essence, Divine Father and Divine Mother, our spiritual teachers, all the spiritual teachers, holy masters, holy saints, holy archangels, holy angels, Elohims, beings of light, and all the great ones. We humbly invoke for divine guidance, divine love, illumination, divine oneness, abundance, peace, prosperity, spirituality, harmony, inner healing, divine help, and divine protection. We thank you in full faith. A full deep breath once again. Let us take a moment to visualize a violet flame surrounding our body. Visualize the violet flame surrounding your entire home. Spend time in silence with the violet flame for a while, allowing it to transform any and all negative energies into the positive energies, nurturing. Let the violet flame dissolve any and all cords of fear-based attachment to any plane, any dimension, any object, any situation, any person. deep and fine breaths. If you cannot even find time to meditate regularly, but regularly reminding yourself to take deep breaths throughout the day is a wonderful way to calm your mind, your brain, your nervous system, and come to that place of home, of relaxation, alignment. Especially allow the violet flame to work in emotional body. A lot of the emotional body clearing has been initiated through the portal that we all went through, the April full moon. This was one of the most powerful events of this year. There are more to come, asking us to reflect within and to dare to step into the new world and let go of the old ideas and beliefs which might have worked before but no longer now. Deep breaths. Bring awareness into your throat and your neck. Focus all the violet flame around your neck and the throat chakra, the throat center. Allowing yourself to release any and all cords of guilt of speaking up your truth or fear in any way. Part of speaking our truth, our authenticity, has a major role in restoring the divine feminine energies that archetype an entire humanity. Become aware of the upper back and let the violet flame work through, dissolving any and all last remnant cords, those tiny cords of obligations, of having to entertain people all the time. Let the violet flame work its magic. Bring awareness into your solar plexus. Your solar plexus is present in the soft spot between the two last ribs. You may want to touch it. Let the violet flame anchor a sacred network of the very fine violet light, like knitting a sweater. Let the violet flame calm, clear, align your essence. Notice how much deeper you are breathing already. Some of you are experiencing goosebumps, and that's okay. Whether you experience something or not doesn't matter. What matters here is you have a strong yes. The deeper your yeses to love and service, the more powerful these transmissions can help you to transform your consciousness. And bring awareness in the entire spine, especially the violet flame. Running to the entire spine spirally, clockwise and anti-clockwise, going downwards and going upwards at the same time. Those spirals of light. Let it cover your entire brain as well. Your spine is your second brain. By learning to understand the mysteries of the brain, the spine, you can manipulate your nervous system. thereby influencing your very DNA, activating abilities which might be termed as supernormal, which in essence is nothing but our restoration of our original DNA, of how we were originally programmed through Source. If you're having emotional catharsis during this session, allow it to flow through. Do not hold back. Now, visualize the violet flame as an ocean of perfect balance, of absolute balance of love, wisdom, and power. The pink, the love, the golden yellow, the wisdom, the powerful deep blue, the power. And in this ocean of the violet light, offer any and all worries, any and all situations regarding yourself or a loved one, or regarding the world at large, regarding your future. Offer your worries, anything that you term as fear, a particular situation. Surrender it into the ocean of the violet light, into the absolute song, the absolute harmony of love, wisdom, and power. Feel yourselves blazing with the violet flame, the DNA particles. Notice the lightness of being, the sense of freedom. Bring awareness in the soles of your feet. Let's request Mother Gaia, the spirit of our earth, to send her healing green flame energies visualizing these green flame energies coming right from the center of the earth, flowing upwards, grounding you, connecting you back with the world, the three-dimensional world. Deep breaths. With the absolute harmony of nature. One of the secrets of immortality is to duplicate the behavior of the earth. By learning to understand the very rhythm of the earth, we can manifest physical immortality. Our beloved earth is as much as vulnerable to the actions of mankind. At the same time, it is ever regenerating. But it's both ways. It holds both polarities. And so does our physical bodies. By learning to restore the very life force of the physical body, we can experience the immortality of the soul in the physical body. Many have done it before, and many shall continue to do so. This exalted aim of manifesting the absolute alchemy of the body is not about attachment to the physical form. It has a deeper spiritual significance, known only by getting to know the essence of love and service. Noticing the flow of blood in your body, the essence of joy, the essence of grounding. Blood has always been considered as sacred, of the sacred, like the blood of the Christ. Deep breaths. Bring awareness back into your breath. Your full awareness into your nose. And opening your eyes. Thank you everyone once again for joining in this very graceful yet powerful session. I hope you have gone through the previous transmissions. All of them are uploaded at YouTube. You can go to YouTube and look for Narmada Space Akshat. In today's lecture, we shall talk about the etheric world, the world also known as the fourth dimension, not the fifth, the fourth dimension. Without understanding and integrating the fourth dimension, it is absolutely not possible to move into the fifth dimension and higher cellularly, not just in theory, not just through bookish knowledge, but through real understanding of the subtle forces. One of the most powerful ways, or I should say one of the most efficient ways that I've found is by learning to understand the etheric body rather than just the ether. The word ether is vast. It's almost like trying to explain physical earth through atomic theory, nuclear theory. It is all connected, but it becomes very complicated to understand. So in today's lecture, we would begin with the etheric body. What is the etheric body, and how its life force tends to influence our consciousness, and how by learning to understand the etheric body you can understand about ether, and how by understanding about the ether you can influence your physical three-dimensional surroundings. There's a lot to more, and as you know, these intro series, the topics are very vast. It's very expanded. It's not possible to do justice with it in a mere 1 hour. That's the reason we have created those workshops of 9 days each, going with every single topic, still yet not being able to encompass it in theory. It's vast like the ocean. Alright, so having gone to this clearing that we just did aloud, let us take a moment to appreciate the silence with open eyes, Just be aware of the surroundings around you with open eyes. Be aware of the light and the sound traveling through the medium of ether. Everything that you see as light and sound is somehow being manipulated by ether. Ether was given a part in the modern scientific books, but somehow it was disregarded. And then time again came when the quantum theory got popular, and the etheric world was given once again a corner in the modern science, yet not recognized by many. Deep breaths. Alright, you may want to make notes during the session, or you may just want to listen to. So, let us begin with the theory of matter. We learn in our scientific texts, at least the generation that is listening right now, is that there are three states of matter: solid, liquid, and gaseous. Few of us were also lucky to witness the word plasma come true. It was some kind of mixture of ions, I-O-N-S. This highly charged mixture of ions was termed as plasma. Russian scientists are doing some fabulous work. A lot of fabulous work, actually, not some, in terms of understanding the mysteries of ether and the influence of the human psyche, the human consciousness into the physical matter. And one of the most popular inventions is the Kirlian photography, right? Where they talk about photographing your aura using that Kirlian technology. I think they've developed it a lot more than before to understand dis-ease, to understand the power of meditation in the human DNA, in the human cells, thereby giving some of the humans the ability to have super senses, the ability to have clairvoyance, clairaudience, the ability to see future, the ability to know that information travels faster than time, the ability to regenerate organs which are medically, at least now what the knowledge is, to regrow these organs just like plants regrow, from gallbladder to uterus to tooth to hair, and to even rejuvenating their cellular structure. Some people may term all these findings and all these documentations as some kind of interesting theory, or some kind of possible only with the few. However, many are constantly working in trying to distillize this very science, this very art to the masses so that we all can use it for healing, rejuvenation, and more. Remember that we're talking about etheric body here, not just the ether. Alright, I want to go one step at a time and not bombard you with a lot of information. If the information doesn't make sense, you're not, it's like, oh my gosh, he's talking in Greek, then just take deep breaths and allow, alright? The information in any way is still going through and shall activate certain parts of your knowingness, of the soul wisdom, the soul absolute knowledge. So, the etheric body contains so-called secrets of so-called abilities known as ability to give healing. Energy healing is pretty popular these days, I think. Let me see. How many of you have heard about acupressure? Have you heard about acupressure? Right? Quite a lot of you. How many of you heard about acupuncture? Quite a lot of you. How many of you heard about Reiki? Qigong. Right? How many of you heard about yoga? Tantric arts. Right? So, it seems 95% of the audience here is pretty much aware about these terms. It is not a coincidence that such vast knowledge is available to mankind on a very, very generous basis. Previously, you would have to figure out an accomplished teacher of the particular form of science, occult science, inner science you would like to work with. And then give some tests for many years to be accepted as a disciple, accepted as an apprentice. But with the evolution of consciousness, such knowledge is widely available to all of us through various means, with the social media going, YouTube, the Facebook thing that we do, the websites, and so much more. People are able to grasp more as compared to previous timelines. If you would look just back 100 years back or 200 years back, right? It kind of revolutionized. So the etheric body contains the very blueprint. It contains the very blueprint of your physical body. In other words, your physical body is molded after the physical body. In other words, it serves like a contour for your physical body. How many have heard about those reports where, people would have their fingers or legs or arms amputated for medical reasons, and yet, even after many days, they would feel in that part of the body which is already amputated. They call it the phantom pain. Okay, one of you heard about it? Not all? This is all, medical record. You can Google it. I didn't have the time to, arrange the links for you to read, but you can Google, of course. That was nothing but the observation of the presence of some kind of mysterious human part or bodily function that is somehow still hiding from the modern science. A lot of the energy healing modalities that work around, they work around the principle of the etheric body. They don't actually work with the physical body. They work to restore the blueprint of the physical body, which is the etheric body. By restoring the etheric body, so-called incurable medical conditions can be cured. One of our mentors would always say that every disease can be healed. Every ailment, every disease can be healed, but not all the people. What he meant by that was although we can understand about the science of the etheric body, the chakras, the flow of prana, the life force. The yogic texts have defined the pranic forces as prana, apana, right? I think they talk about it as the 5 elemental types of pranic forces or life forces. Chinese acupuncture has done some tremendous work, including the Taoist manuals. Anyway, just take a deep breath. I'm doing my best to convey the information, alright, in as simple format as possible. So this etheric body is responsible for holding the blueprint. By learning to restore the etheric body, we can literally bounce back from any and all kind of ailment. By learning to revitalize the etheric body, we can refuel our physical body. The interesting thing is that the etheric body, although a bit more high in vibration in terms of the physical body, it still follows the laws of the physical world, the three-dimensional world. And that's why many teachers refer to the etheric world as a fourth-dimensional world. A lot of people talk about pictures or, in cameras where there are, pictures of orbs or sometimes what they call as ghosts or even so-called nature angels, the folklore, the fairies and gnomes, which have been referred to as nature devas or nature spirits I believe, in all corners of the world, right? They are known to have a physical interaction, just like you interact with a human being, right? And some people claim it as just folklore, children's stories. Some people take it seriously as if something is hidden in terms of information, in terms of what we need to know about the world at large to know ourselves. But of course the shortest way is to know yourself first, and the world reveals to you back automatically. It works like science. It is like the law. Why it is the law, I don't know. Don't ask me. Experiment on these words. Maybe you will find something. So that is just about the etheric body. However, everything that you see around is physical, including events, situations, your computer right now, your device, whatever you're using to listen to this MP3, all has an etheric blueprint. It all has a etheric makeup, you can say. In other words, the world of the ether not only holds the secrets of so-called folklore or secrets of energy healing, mystical healing, but it also holds the secret of learning to manifest your desires into the physical plane. Learning to manifest your thought forms, your just thoughts. These are not just thoughts, but actually the thoughts. These are very real things. Thoughts are real. They can impact. Imagine how, just try to remember at the time when you were thinking extremely negative, how it have impacted your health. Or a time when you're thinking extremely positive, and regardless of what hell lesson you were going through, or what a stress situation was going through, you were still able to cope up with it. We, the human race, are the only physicalized being, at least what I know of, to change the very biochemistry of the body simply by the process of our thinking, by our belief system. It is such an enormous gift. Animals don't have it. However, animals do have it in a very low percentage, like, that fear, that adrenaline rush. It changes the biochemistry, but they don't have the ability to manipulate it consciously. We humans have that ability. It's not to say that we are the most superior, but you can say that, yes, that we are somehow special, each and every one of us. By learning to integrate the etheric wealth of being, we allow ourselves to open up to vast vistas, to vast wisdom, the innate soul knowledge, light and information regarding healing ourselves, healing the world, healing others, regarding manifesting our desires, facilitating the manifestation of the divine plan, which is love. It sounds abstract, but to really sense it in a very concrete, very systematized manner. The etheric wealth of being is not only connected to the world of the folklore and try to meet the fairies and create some kind of legend or whatever, but it's more about anchoring that ability of healing and manifesting, anchoring that unlimitedness of the physical body in the physical plane where we are living, allowing ourselves to activate what they call as the light body. Of course, your physical body is a light body as well, and of course it's light vibration, but somehow still very low to be perceived by your physical brain. But you sense your physical body changing when you meditate, right? Sometimes it feels like flying, you're very heavy, although it's the same physical body. There's something known as a light body. Now, a lot of teachers use the term light body in their own way. However, here what I'm referring right now is light body as the one aspect of the soul that has the ability to unleash the infinite potential of the soul into the physical form. So if we can just imagine what is the quote-unquote limitation of the soul, you can try to kind of grasp as to the limitation of the light body. At the same time as you try to understand that space, that vast space, wherever your imagination can run for it, clairvoyance, clairaudience, manifesting out of so-called thin air, which is again charged ether, teleportation, youthening immortality, healing by gaze, healing by touch, etc., etc., etc. All of that is held in the light body. By learning to understand, integrate the etheric wealth of being, you allow the light body to be activated, thereby allowing yourself to expand the consciousness and even integrate that consciousness in the three-dimensional world, thereby serving as an instrument of the light. This is just part and parcel of the process of what many call as quote-unquote enlightenment. Activation of the light body is not the absolute aim that we aim for at Oasis. It's always about love and service. But all these so-called abilities are gifted, reactivated by ability to resonate to a higher frequency, thereby manifesting as health, abundance, ease, grace, and much more. I think I'll stop the lecture here about it. Let's take a deep breath and try to understand the possibilities from these statements. If something triggers, you're very much welcome to start a journey by taking up the physical alchemy. Alright, let's now go ahead with the transmissions. Allowing yourself to close your eyes. You may want to actually lie down for this transmission. I'll give you a moment to lie down. Taking deep breaths, allowing that verbal transmission that you just received to integrate. Some of you might be excited with possibilities, or some of you might resist it. That is the two ways how the soul responds to such powerful, quote-unquote, blasphemous information. Blasphemous to the left brain, the linear mind. Today we're going to travel to one of the Etheric retreats of one of the Masters of Light. These Masters of Light, the title Master is not an ego-based title. It's just the mastery of the mind, mastery of the emotions, mastery of the energy that they have been able to anchor as our elders, our spiritual elders, you can say. In other words, you can call them as old souls, very old souls, have gone through, just like you and me, with all the trials, with all the tests, and have been able to master through life force. I'm guided to work with the Etheric retreat of White Tara. Just like other beings of light, she's a non-denominational being, very, very high vibration. I will use some light language to further attune, align her energies to her etheric retreat. Visualizing your cells opening from within, allowing more light to beam from within into the outside world around you. Deep within you is a powerful, powerful source of light, infinite source of light that can literally birth universes. Your life force is powerful. Your life force is becoming powerful. There's a reason why you're here on this planet right now at this time. And it's absolute time of awakening. Visualizing your physical body floating upwards. As you notice the star white light energy, we all come from the stars. Sparkling diamond white light, flowing, playing around you, cocooning you, your body, exchanging light and information of your true nature. The lights become brighter and brighter in your mind's eye. like stardust, illuminating more and more and more and more. Remember not to strain your physical eyes, but to sense this light, which is very, very physical, through your mind's eye. Just make sure you're working on a very gentle basis. Noticing your inner light blazing bright from within, turning all of your cells into white crystalline matrix. From within, radiating out into the starlight energy, forming a connection, allowing all your cells to form a connection, a link, a network with the starlight around you. Let the starlight form a connection back into your cells, into your DNA, into the very core of your beingness, pure light. In fact, there's no so-called darkness. It's just unrefined light. So every kind of darkness, be it fear, be it dis-ease, is nothing but unrefined light. By learning to become one and unleash this light, you bring blessings unto yourself, to others, onto the planet itself, into the very universe actually. As they say, every time an electron vibrates, the entire universe receives a shock. And this is no exaggeration. Noticing the light running around the soles of her feet especially. Becoming one with the bright white light. As you radiate a circle aura, like the aura around the full moon, the sun, a bulb, a tube light, the circular aura that many of us can see. As your inner light has become one with the outer light, the outer light became one with the inner light, both the lights exchanging information, knowing that they are actually one. We're going to have a silent transmission now. In the name of the Holy Mother White Tara and her team of etheric healers of light, multidimensional healers of light, on behalf of this group, I now invoke, request a complete restoration of the etheric body on all levels, with joy, ease, and grace. This is a very, very high transmission that you are receiving right now. Allow yourself to just let go, become one with the light in your mind's eye. Do not worry if the mind comes up and says, is it happening? Is it not happening? In this world, imagination is real, and reality is imagination. Just let go, surrender. Allow yourself to be attuned to the very energies of Mother White Tara, infusing light, wisdom. If you are passed out, knocked off during the session, that's fine. Let go, no expectations. Your intention to receive healing is just like a drop. It's just like a pebble in the pond. That's it. Allow. Let us be in the silence, allowing these powerful lights to restore and nourish our physical body, our etheric body, emotional mental body, allowing a fuller, clearer expression of the infinite soul wisdom. Allow. Let go. A full deep breath once again, sending out gratitude to these beloved, merciful, compassionate beings of light for facilitating the healing. Feel yourself returning back into your body and noticing once again the green Gaia flame with a mix of reddish green energy, the energy of the earth, the blood of the earth, the grounding, those particles of light surrounding your body once again, grounding this transmission. Joy, ease, and grace. Receive very, very high transmission. Our frequencies makes it more balanced, more aligned, balances it. If there's too much of excess of it, it shall be redirected to the healing of the earth. That's our gift to the earth today. Moving the fingers and the toes. Let us give thanks to the Supreme Essence, Divine Father and Divine Mother, our spiritual teachers, all spiritual teachers, holy masters, holy saints, holy archangels, beings of light, Elohim masters, especially the star angels of the White Tara retreat, all the visible and invisible helpers. We thank you all for priceless blessings. Thank you. Thank you. You may want to remain in the state for a good 5 minutes or so, or if you feel like coming back, you can move your fingers and your toes. Give yourself a great big hug and drink a glass of water and very, very gently ground with your world. I wish you all a wonderful day or night in wherever corner of the world you are. Thank you for joining in. This is Narmada Akshat, and see you all for a 3-day healing intensive. The invite is not created at Oasis. You will need to be subscribed for the newsletter. And see you all for our next session as well, the part 5, the intuitive wealth. Have a blessed day, blessed night, blessed evening. Namaste.